So with that in mind, let's get going here. And like I say, I've got a fair idea where I'm going, but I'm keeping this loose and open to change. So you saw me start the artwork with a 2B pencil, which is common. We're in Painter, version 11 at this point, but everything I teach in these demos can be usually done with any version of Painter. There'll be new brushes and stuff, but you can approximate them with other brushes from earlier versions. But most of the brushes I'm using here are very basic. This is the scratchboard tool, which can be found in pens. And what I've done is, firstly, put in very quickly my idea in pencil. And if you can't see what's going on there, that's almost exactly how I was feeling. But what I'm doing is blocking in big, bold shapes here. And it's important that the shapes work. Now you can see, anyone with a wily eye there can see that I've got an idea for a river running from the foreground right into the middle ground there. And these other big shapes are basically just blocks. I mean, I'm thinking of a building in there on the left, and but these could be anything. These blocks on the side, these are just basically a window frame, a device to give dimension to it. You know, I'm darkening these foreground lumps, and you can see automatically just by doing that the other elements recede, and so there's a very important part of painting right there. That the closer you get to an object, the more contrast there is in it, and you got to keep in mind that the particles of dust and water in the air and mist and all kinds of pollution in the air will cut out the contrast, and the further away objects are, the more pollution your eyes have got to see through. And when I say pollution, I don't necessarily mean smog. Just anything, water droplets, anything can cause, let's call it visual pollution. And of course, if you're working on an industrial and nightmarish landscape, then real pollution could be added there with smog and smoke and burnt out buildings and all sorts. But now you can see that quite quickly we've got dimension just by adhering to those principles. And another great way to add atmosphere is to add shadow. In fact, really, if you break it all down into the basics, shadow is everything. There's no visual without shadow. Everything